What up, J Rock in the building? What the hell is going on? Oh, I'm just playing. How y'all feeling tonight? I want to welcome y'all to another episode of the Everyday DJ Podcast. I'm your host, DJ J Rock. We live tonight, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and tonight we're talking about DJ gear and stuff. And whatever else that comes up. So tonight is the open panel. So don't be surprised if you see people pop on and join the party, or people jump off. So it's just an open conversation tonight, open dialogue. Don't be surprised if somebody hop on and drop some knowledge, tell a joke, or just hate. All right, without further ado, we can bring on my panel. What's up, fellas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What up, man?
How y'all feeling tonight, man?
Man, it's the night. Was it Tuesday? Terrible Tuesdays.
Terrible Tuesday. Jambalaya Tuesday in my house. I don't know about tacos.
Okay.
Got the fresh jambalaya jumping off. Say what now?
Jambalaya in a shell?
No, it's like rice and spices and.
I thought you said Taco Tuesday. Okay, you did say that.
I says not Taco Tuesday. See, Beloved, she be trying to battle me in the kitchen, right? You know, she thinks she can cook better than me, but I'm still the king of the fish. I'm still king of the barbecue chicken. She be killing the jambalaya though. I get to her. And I'm only talking trash because I know she's on the she's actually on the live.
What up, B Frizzle? Shizzle my nizzle.
Beloved that she be burning and sizzling in the kitchen with the frying pans. I don't know. I think that's the kids. They be burning up them frying pans. All right, so tonight we got an open panel discussion. Like I said, I got the link shared. If you turn on your camera, the people will be able to see you. So let's make sure you got some light in your place and all that stuff. And so we got look like a few people popping on trying to get in. And so we're bringing people in as they jump. So the news of the day, man. I think Rain broke the internet last summer. Pioneer broke the internet during the fall, early winter. And so Rain was like, damn, it's our turn to break the internet again. So everybody's talking about this controller, the Rain 1. What's y'all thoughts on it, man?
Hold my NF7. Hold on. Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me wipe my NS7 down. Clean my baby off.
I think that Rain in the market, just right off the top, I think Rain in the market with their hands. I mean, by looking at it, it's nice that they came out with an all-in-one system, but Rain, I think, pretty much got the market with the controllers, and I think this is just a mini version of K2, K1. I'm just like, okay. Matter of fact, I mean, if I was to sit here and look at it between the one I'm looking at and the one that's on his desk right there, they look the same.
Yeah, to me, I feel like it feels, I don't know, they discontinue. First of all, Rain, Denon, Newmark, they're all owned by the same folks. I think it's the N Music Group.
Right.
When they recently discontinued the NS7 line, and from what I hear, this joker has been, people have had their hands on this joint for like 6 or 7 weeks now. And so
8 weeks for Fat Fingers.
8 weeks? Jeez.
Yeah, he had it 8 weeks.
And so it's been out there for a while. And I guess my problem is the price point. I just think at $1,500 for a 2-channel controller, that in my mind, I look at it as a mini NS7, because technically that's kind of what it is. NS7 baby, but it doesn't have.
I wouldn't even compare it like that.
It doesn't have touch capacitive faders. It doesn't have what else doesn't it have? The touch effects, and it's 2-channel.
Even the pads are kind of cheap.
Yeah, it's just different. It's just different.
It's not the Akai pads. It look alike, but it's not the Akai pads at all. And that whole feel will mess you up if that's what you're used to. Me personally, that's my belief.
And for me, I think it's more for the DJ who don't own an NS7, but they're new to the moving platters on a controller. They got their they have their Rain system, or they got their Denon SC 5000 M's or 6000 M's, and they want a small controller. I think it'll fill that niche for those people who don't want to take their big system out. They can grab this joker and be good. So like I said, looking at it from that standpoint, yeah, it's dope. But the price point for the features, and I guess I'm kind of biased because I've been an NS7 user for like the last 6 years. I think all three of us like been rocking NS7s in some form or another.
Yep, sure do. I've got all three of mine.
I had the V7 when it first came out. I just found some videos the other day from taking that shit to work and practicing on the weekend when I used to work the weekend. So, I mean, I love the moving platters, and I just told to my cousin today, I can't go back to static platters. I'm sorry. It's hard. I tried it when my NS7 broke. I bought the little, I got it right here. I bought the Platinum Effects because I figured it'd be a nice little, segue. And as soon as I got my NS7 back, I just put that shit in the box. So just put it back in the closet. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It's a different. They just dropped the ball. I mean, let's be realistic. If you were an NS7 user, when you saw that Rain, you just said, "This is some bullshit." That's the first thing I said. This is some bullshit, because its technology is obviously from Newmark. They took most of Newmark, not most. I'd say they took a good amount of Newmark technology, slapped a Rain sticker on it, and now they act like Newmark never existed. Like this NS7 brand, these NS7 1, 2, and 3 didn't exist. So that's the thing. That's my issue with it. Besides all the things it's missing, the little 5, the 5 cue points on the side, The things
I
that are
forgot
essential
about those.
for a mobile DJ. I mean, I'm a mobile DJ. I'm not a club dude. I'm not none of that stuff. I'm if I get one of my friends to help me, that's great. But most of the time, it's me lugging speakers, controller, and all that stuff. So I need something that's gonna last me. Never had a problem with it at all. All the years I had it. All that talk about it being heavy. let me be honest about something. I hate to say this, but I really you can't be talking some DJ shit if you're talking about weight. There's nothing about being a DJ that says there's gonna be a little bit of weight. I got boys that just go to places and play, like they take their laptops and they already got their system. I'm not talking about that. They play for an hour. I'm talking about setting up to play the whole damn night.
You see,
6-7 hours.
and that's
maybe.
the standpoint where I come from. Like pre-COVID, is like a controller is heavy, or the Denons or the rain system heavy or whatever. I'm not worried about that because it's like my speaker is heavy, my trussing is heavy, my moving head cases is heavy. Right. The base plates are. Hey, be quiet. How much does those 30 by 30 base plates weigh? Like 50, 60 pounds. And so it's like it's a lot of heavy gear. And so, but for the people that's, I guess, used to carrying a small amount of stuff, I could see where the weight would be a big issue. But
hey, Rock, you and I came from an era where we carried a lot more weight back then than is now. I talk about between 10 to 20 crates of records for every gig that we did, plus some Server Vegas speakers I used to have, and those I forgot what champs that I have that weighed about 50, 60 pounds and I have 4 of them. We carried about 3-4 times as weight back then than DJs now. I'm so used to that NS73 now. I put that on that which one? I think I put it back in the Odyssey case when I use it here, but I used to travel. I used to use the other one that weighed about 15 pounds less. I'm so used to it. It rolls. I don't care no more.
No, DJ Travis Gale says he watched me and Beloved NS73 unboxing YouTube video like 5 years ago and made the decision about a new mark. He says that they owe me a check. Man, it's so many people that know us from the NS72 and NS73 unboxing videos. Hey, Travis, I shared the link to this. If you want to hop on the panel, is on my Facebook page and then the different groups. Yeah, but I guess heavy stuff. Now that I'm older, I'm 25. I definitely take the weight of stuff into consideration. But as far as the business that I'm in, there's no way around having heavy stuff. I'm just, moving forward, post COVID, I'm gonna have some roadies. Gotta have them roadies, and that's with all the different types of setups that we do.
You got roadies up and coming. You got the sons of yours.
Yeah, look, my kids gonna have roadies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just looking at the unit though, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I love the fact that it's small and compact. It's smaller than a DDJ 1000. I think it's 10 pounds heavier because of the motors. I think people still gonna complain about that, the weight, even though it's lighter than the NS7. I think it's definitely for the DJ who got the Denon 6000s or the Rain 12s and don't want to take that stuff out and just want to, go do a cookout or go do a store gig or something and just have a small controller, and they want motorized platters. It fits that. It fits that market, especially if you can't get your hands on an NS73 because they're discontinued now. Mm-hmm. So I definitely think it was smart of them to discontinue the NS7s before they launch something new.
But aren't y'all thinking that Rain is coming up with something they use in this Rain 1 to finance whatever they got coming up?
I think from a business standpoint, and And Mel Star commented on my page yesterday, and Ring and controllers, we both kind of feel like we don't look at Ring for controllers. We look at Rings for them high-end mixers, and now those high-end Ring 12s. So you think that Ring and the Denon to be that top tier, and you look at Newmark for the controllers and stuff. But I can understand them moving a $1,500 controller to the Ring brand, because from a business standpoint, a lot of people think Newmark isn't good for some reason. You know,
I don't understand why not.
so I do believe that moving the Ring 1 under, making that controller be under the Ring brand is going to help them sell units, because people are going to be like, Ring got that warm sound. Ring known for the good quality. And so from a business standpoint, I get it.
That price though.
And we're not even talking about the case. I haven't seen the case for it yet. That's the first thing I look. I ain't seen one case for it.
And the case is going to be like 45 to 60 days out.
Probably about $400 or $500. I'm being stupid, but probably about $200-$300 price point. But what would you use this for? If with everything that's out there, that's portable, that you can use. I would even say to a DJ, get an NS6 II. You'll have a lot more fun. It's a lot more versatile than whatever this Ring 1 is. I look at it, it's like a toy that you would use for people who want to battle DJ.
Now, Cal Hall says Ring is a great brand and it's reliable. You don't hear too much bad about Ring. Now, and for example, when it comes to their mixers, I'm going to say, I know the Pioneer boys and girls might get mad at me for saying this. I'm going to step out there and say that the Ring mixer, what is it? The Ring 72 sounds better than the Pioneer S11. I'm also going to step out there and say that the build quality on the Ring 70 and 72 is better than the Pioneer, at least from my perspective and my personal use over the last 60, 90 days that I had both. I feel like the build quality on the Ring side is better. Now, of course, I haven't physically put my hands and my eyes on the Ring 1 yet. That's coming in a couple of days. So
yeah, you have.
So say what?
Yes, you have.
Wait. You're buying one, Jay?
Huh?
You buying one?
What was that?
Excuse me, Mr. Hashtag, I ain't buying nothing. Are you buying this?
I can't hear you.
Really? Is this with everything that you have the Denon 6000 M's, you have the Ring. What in the world would you use this Ring 1 for other than a toy?
Well, I can neither confirm or deny that I'm buying one, but I will say,
unboxing?
But I will say, if I was a owner of a Ring 1, how I would use it. Post-COVID, we'll say if it's a small event, a cookout, something like that, I would grab that and have fun playing on the spinning platters versus taking, one of the other systems out. So I see it for something like that. Or or if I'm going to a family member house and gonna rock out, I just grab that. But yeah. Hey, real quick, I got to make a shout out, man. Shout out to my homie Rob Sidbury. Thanks for rocking out. He just donated $10 to the podcast. Appreciate you, fam.
That's what's up.
Really appreciate it. Means a lot. Always supporting. Now, in the comments, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, let me know what your plans are if you're planning to purchase a Rain 1 or if you're going to purchase something different. But like I said, my problem with the unit is the price and the lack of features for that price. If that joker was like, I'm going to be generous. If that joker was, what's the price of the MSRP of a DJI SRT 1000?
12.
Out 1200. So if it was the same price, I would say, all right, cool. I can do that. I could do 12. I might go as high as, yeah, but
I'm gonna ask you a question. $1,500 for this Ring 1. If I told you right now today that I can get you a mint, fresh, brand new NS7 III, and all you had to do is pay $1,200 for a brand new one, or you could spend your $1,500 for this Ring 1, which one would you get?
See, that's funny you say that, because I just sold the NS7 III last night.
You really gave up your baby again? Wait. How many of you have you given up? You've given up, and then you cry when you don't get it, when you don't have it. Really?
See, how much did I sell it for?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
You got amnesia now.
I sold it for $5.22.
Sound like you sold it to your son.
Like, I can't say how much the feds watching.
But I'm like this. Like, I thought you and I were in the same club. That NS7 series, the 2 and the 3, is probably one of the best controllers ever.
I'm gonna tell you. The only reason I sold the NS7 III is because who the person was that was buying it.
Oh, okay.
It's a DJ that I know, and I got a ton of respect for him. He's one of the most in my area. He's one of the most how can I put this? Realest folks I know. He's one of the most realest folks I know. And he always keep it 100. So,
Okie
so it went to a good home.
Real quick, the reasons why I don't, or the differences I see in the two of them, the two controllers. If you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So with the new, with the Rain 1, all right. So you're gonna gain the independent loop section, which when I bought that Platinum Effects, and it had a little loop, three buttons for a loop section, just on, halves and doubles. Great, loved it. Didn't have to click on the loop button to find a section, and it was just right there in front of you. I love that part of it, so I'm glad that was one good plus that they did with that. You gain the extra USB port to some, depending on the kind of gigs that you do. I can see that being helpful. But I am West Indian. They still pull the laptops off, talk a whole bunch of shit for like 2 minutes before the next DJ come on. I've never ever seen no West Indian party where they do a clean, like the DJ put his laptop on while one song is playing, he play the other song, and you ain't even know what's going on. They don't ever do that. So I don't know if it applies for everything. You gaining a 0.2 platter size. I don't get that. Why not just go to 8.5? Make it unique in that sense. That was my thing. Like, you're not going to go to 12, but, don't stay at the 7 mark. Go a little bit up and, give it a little more size, but whatever. And then of course the 10 pounds you lose in terms of the weight, but you're gonna gain back when you buy the goddamn case. So,
I mean, the Pro X case are lighter, but I put mine back in the Odyssey case since it's in the house.
exactly.
It's a little bit heavier. Mm-hmm.
I would rather invest in deals.
I'm not talking to Jay no more. I mean, you done gave up 2 of the babies, man. Really?
No, but let me tell you about this deal that my homeboy just got. My homeboy DJ Matt, he just grabbed a pair of Denon SC 5000s with the road cases under $1,000.
Very fortunate.
Under $900. I think that's the deal of the day right there.
But Jay, when it comes to new technology, I mean, when it comes to that, price is not really that important. You buy it. We have bought equipment just at the price point. Day one, the new Rain mixers, and we just bought it day one. We pre-ordered it. We paid whatever we paid for it. That's no problem. My problem is that Rain is actually coming out with a product that everybody's got a question mark about. And why is it that everybody's comparing it to the NS7 series? There's a reason why.
The moving platters.
Yeah, but Rain, it doesn't have Rain and Newmark are not the only game out there with moving platters. You got the Denons. The thing about it is, at the end of the day, since I got the Denon 6000 amps, I love them things. They're nice toys to play with. I haven't decided whether when COVID is over I'm going to use it in a gig, but I love them better than the Rain 12. I really do.
Now, as far as there's another company that got a controller with moving platters, and that's that Native Instrument controller. I don't remember the model number, but it was ugly and weird looking to me, so I didn't mess with it. If anybody know that model number, put it in the comments. Now, with the economy being the way it is, with COVID being the way it is, how do you guys feel about companies dropping $1,500 controllers and $2,000 mixers? And
that's the most baffling part about this whole thing. We're not out of COVID anytime soon. So who's dropping $1,500 to just chill in their crib and not recoup your money back?
Unless they got some virtual stuff going on, because I'm gonna be honest, the virtual stuff has been cool for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just happy that we was a early adopter of doing virtual events back in the day when people used to talk shit about us doing virtual events.
Right.
Oh man, people was mad about us doing virtual blend battles and all that stuff. And they still try to take shots, but it's all good. We keep it moving.
I think if they made that controller like $1,000,
if they made that joker,
everybody and their mother would get one.
If they made that joker, I would say $1,000 or $1,100 out the door, or plus tax or whatever. They will sell a rack of them units, no question asked. Because in my mind, I look at it and I see the competitor being, that DDJ 1000 SRT. That's like the newest Serato controller that people was happy about. So when I saw it and I saw the pictures and everything, I was like, this thing would be a good competitor for that controller. But then once I realized the price point was through this roof, I was like, man, I don't know about that. But so I made some phone calls to my sources and I was able to find some pretty good deals. And so if you want a good deal on the Rain 1, you can go to Event Stream Team /gear-deals is in the link of this video, or you can hit up my inbox and I'll share the link with you. I can get
You got
you
a 5-finger discount? That's all I'm looking for.
I can't help you with that. So you gotta remember the paint job I got. I won't be able to run up in the Capitol and cost ruckus.
I mean, like I said, I think, you know, what I liked about the NS7 2 or 1, 2, 3, like I really thought it was the best of both worlds. That's what it is. I think that was the essential reason why I always got this when I was trying to like decide if I should get like a Pioneer or whatever. And then when I played next to guys that had the Pioneer controllers, and I was testing it out, trying to do my little crab scratching and whatever, it was never precise. I tried to tweak it on the fly. I tried to tweak this here and there, then tried it again. And then I told them to go on mine and see if they, and then some of them is like, when you watch them, there's like the moving platters, they don't like to touch it.
See,
They'll stay hitting the buttons on their laptop and they'll stay on the keys, but they won't touch the actual platter. You know, I don't even use I actually MIDI assigned the pitch bend buttons because I don't even use them. I use my hand to slow it down on the side and everything. That's how much I love that interaction with the unit. You know what I'm saying? So if the Rain, and here's my thing, I predict, or I think the Rain 1 is going to be like how the NS7 one was. Remember, that was only 2-channel.
yeah.
And then we was like, they can't improve on this shit. And then here they come with the NS7 2, like, oh shit, we got 4 channels and 2 mics that actually work.
So this
So I
summer,
think they might be going that route, and then maybe they'll increase the price and include 2 more channels and see how the market take it. But I think they made a big mistake at this current time and atmosphere and environment, making that price $1,500.
now
You kind of put yourself in a hole from the beginning.
I got somebody coming in from Twitch, and I'm confused by your question. Something about what is a black hole made out of. So today's topic is not about science and space and astrology and all that stuff. We're talking about DJ stuff, and so something DJ related. I got you. Now my homie DJ Rav says four channels are not important to him, but the 2 mics is big. Having 2 mic inputs, I could see that being really useful on a controller. But me, myself, my setup, when we go out, we always got maybe I can do a picture. I'm not sure. We take out something like this mixing console, either a Midas or the Behringer Wing or the X32 rack. And so we tend to run our microphones through that for additional processing. So I don't think I've ever used 2 mic inputs on a controller, but I definitely see it as a value add though, in case you're in that situation where you want to do something and you need that second input.
I definitely have used that.
We got my homie Travis Gales in the building. What's up, Travis?
Hey, what's up? Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
That's great to hear, man. I want to thank y'all for inviting me to this NS7 pity party. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling all right, JT. You told me you sold out on us, man. It's just like, how you sell out on us, man?
Man, that Joker went last night. And it's funny, right? Because I posted my video of it. Somebody called me and said, man, my NS7 2 broke and I'm dead in the water.
Not surprised.
And so I was like, excuse me. I said, I got your back, homie. So he came and picked it up. And then, it's oddly enough, I've been getting phone calls with people trying to sell NS7s.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, I might get another one.
I got one. I've been rocking NS7 2s for like 5 years. and I bought mine used, and so I had been keeping my eye out for an NS7 III because mine is just a bucket of bolts right now, and so I've been selling a lot of my old equipment in the garage, and I had an old pair of EV subs, and this guy hit me up. He said, "Hey man, how much for the subs?" And then we got to talking, and he told me he just bought the Rain MK2s. And so then he said, and then I told him I had an NS7. He said, "I got an NS7 III." And then so I thought about it. I went to bed tonight. I said, I bet you that dude would trade me them subs. They were 18-inch subs, but they were like 15 years old. I said, I bet you he'll trade me them subs for the NS7 III. And he went for it. And man, that thing is brand spanking right
Wow.
out, untouched, unscathed. And it just like, you know how dudes, they buy stuff thinking, you know, they're going to be, you know, Jazzy Jeff, and then they get home and they realize, you know, it's a lifestyle. It ain't. He's just gonna hit play and scratch, and he's going. But that thing was just, man. And then the next day, then we get the rain deal, and so but you know, I'm not a person that goes out to buy the latest and the greatest. That's just not my thing. It's just. But I do like this controller, Jay. If I had the 1500, I wouldn't necessarily abandon my NS7, but I would get, the more I'm learning about it, the more I like it. But it's still, for the culture, the M1 culture, I think it's an act of desperation, if you ask me. I think Pioneer is just laughing all the way to, they're just like laughing at M1 because they just killed Newmark. They just killed it.
Yeah, they did.
They just destroyed a brand. And now what does Denon do now? Because that was their controller brand.
Because I'm like, with Denon, they still got, it seems like the Denon controllers that's been coming out have had the independent media players built into them where you don't need a computer. And so I kind of see Newmark, Denon, and Rain going in this direction, where Newmark is going to be geared towards the smaller controllers, the
low budget,
the $200-$300 starter stuff.
Because I still get the low budget look when I show up with my controller. I do get the low up, but I have to perform at a 10, while the guy with the Rain MK2, he can just be average and get a pass. But when I show up with my NS7 II, I gotta be ballsy. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be average with a Newmark. You know.
And it's funny because I think the Denon, they're gonna focus on the media player stuff, where you don't need a laptop, and then Rain is gonna fill that void, high end, $1,500+ controllers. Because even though if they sell this freaking Rain 1 for $1,500, and from what I hear, all the initial stock has already sold out.
Yeah,
they've already sold out. When they drop that Rain 2 in 6 months, that's gonna be 4 channels.
Yeah.
That's gonna have the touch effects. Yeah. That's gonna have the built-in effects from the Rain 70 and 72 that everybody's talking about. And they dropped that controller for $2,000 to compete with Pioneer SZ. People gonna buy it. They can turn around and sell them Rain 1s and buy that Rain 2.
Yeah, but that DDJ 1000 is $1,000, and it's a great controller for the average guy that do weddings, that do school dances. He can. It's a nice starter kit for $1,000. He ain't losing. He ain't gaining. He's got all the creativity. He's good, and that's why I said it ain't hurt Pioneer at all, because Pioneer's good.
And plus,
they good.
Pioneer got a loyal user base. I know Pioneer DJs who went out and bought the new Pioneer CDJ 3000s over the Rains.
Yeah,
they didn't care about the features. They didn't care about the price. They just cared that it was a new Pioneer CDJ. And they paid more money for less features and during a pandemic.
The only thing Pioneer haven't done is made that motorized platter. They make their motorized platter. It's a wrap. And I'm not even a Pioneer guy. I just use whatever works.
Yeah.
You know, and so, you know, they can't get us ninjas to buy them Denon stuff. They try, they just can't.
Now, for the people tuned in, y'all feel free to hit up the comment box and all that good stuff. Let us know what you're using, what you're planning to use, and you're tuned in to the Everyday DJ Podcast. I'm your host, DJ J Rock, and we're just having fun talking about technology and DJ gear and all that cool stuff.
I just feel bad for Newmark, man. And then they just and for us NS7 guys, because we've been waiting for that 4. We just was like waiting, just wait till we get us a 4, man. We gonna rock the world.
I just knew a new NS7 was gonna come out, especially when I heard they discontinued the NS7 III. I was like, you know what? That could be pretty dope for a present for 2021. Yeah. But so, and I know
I would have been okay if the Rain 1, if they kept some of the features, I would have been okay to say, okay, well, Newmark is dead now. I'm gonna rock with this Rain 1, because under the underlying quality, the build quality and the features is from Newmark. Yeah. But they really try to sell this shit like they just pull this shit out their ass, and it's like, yo, we just got this. We just thought about it's like when Apple when they finally got the no button touchscreen, and they was like, oh, we have this innovative new technology, and Samsung was like, yo, hold my beer, I've been doing this for 10 years. Yeah. That's what it feels like to me. Like, we got spinning platter. Yeah, spinning platter's been around for like 2009 with the V7s. Like, come on, man. Like,
and so I just think that they kind of missed out on a good opportunity to convert NS7 III users when they didn't include the touch capacitive knobs and the touch effects. Because the touch kill EQ, I use that a lot, man. It's been able to touch the button and kill the EQ.
Yep. And you can just about get an acapella out of it. It's not quite as clean as you want it, but you can. Because I started fiddling around with it when I heard about the Rain 1. I said, okay, let me start messing around with touch capacitors, because that's what it don't have. And so I'm going to start adding that, because I know, guys ain't going to have that. So now I'm going to start using that and getting used to it and mastering it. But
yep. Now, real quick, I'm going to shout out the comment section. Shout out to my homie Brandon. Appreciate you, fam. Shout out to Wendell. He says spinning platters is everything. I got to agree with you there. My homie DJ JB says he rocking CDJ 800s with the Ring 62 with Scratch Live. Hey, JB, I was able to get the Ring 62 to work with Serato DJ Pro. So let me know. I can take a look at that for you if you want to go to the Serato DJ Pro. Wendell says he's going to order the Rain 1. But J Rock has convinced him to wait for the Rain.
You better wait. I'm telling you, better wait. They just testing the waters right now.
Testing the waters, yep, that's exactly right.
When you get ready to
trying to finance something else. That's what anytime like a controller comes out that doesn't make sense from a company, is because they got something better on the horizon. They're using that to fund something else that they're doing.
Because we know they stopped. They didn't go all the way to the finish line with it. They didn't make it quite as good as a NS7 IV should be. They just said, okay, we're just gonna get it right to the bar. They setting y'all up for you. They're setting you up.
Now Cal Hall says he's still on his NS7 III, but he rocking Rain 12 MK2s and the Rain 72 MK2s. My homie DJ Mel says he got the Rain 61, 62, 68, and 3 mixers, and he swing on all the platforms. He got the Rain 72 and the Rain 12s as well. He got a Rain museum.
Oh, wow.
Now, shout out to Angry Tears on coming in from Twitch.
I think the only thing that changed my mind right now, to be honest, if I see Mel Star on that goddamn Ray 1,
it's coming.
But you know he'll end up getting it. Him and Jazzy Jeff will end up getting it, and actually
Man.
just.
That's like Jeff is a
My
Rain
dumb
guy,
ass
too,
be like,
man.
yeah, I'm gonna go get it now. I think I could do that. Mel Starr done did it. Let me go.
See, I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm gonna be honest and say that celebrity endorsements don't matter to me no more.
I don't.
I used to be like, yo, such and such rocking on that joint. Now I look at the DJs like you guys. All right, how many people I know rocking this Joker? And not that they not valuable people, they are, but I want to talk to people without the endorsement deals and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And without the non-disclosure agreements.
Right.
But when I
Don't
see
forget
that
to mention
Jazzy
right.
Jeff video and that Mel Star video, I will support it. I will share it and I will enjoy it. But I just won't use that as a decision maker.
Right now they got 2 videos on YouTube,
I
10
saw
minutes plus, about testing out the Rain 1, right? But what you notice is, normally when you do a review, either you'd start with your pros, which is like a lesser, then you continue with your cons, or you go vice versa. Them fools ain't say nothing bad about
Nothing bad. Nothing.
nothing. They ain't mentioned nothing bad about nothing.
Especially that DJ Bar. I hope he listening. He was just all over the top, man. I'm like, dude, you need to dial it down a little
Now,
bit, man.
the video that had me tripping out earlier was DJ Icon's video. He was like, it's like having 2 Rain 12s and a Rain 70 all in one. So I'm looking at it. I said, damn, he must be looking at a different controller than what I'm looking at, because I don't see that. I see a NS7 1. That's what I see, a mini NS7 1. That's basically with paddles.
I'm watching it, shaking my head the whole time, like, these motherfuckers. They serious? Like, I mean, they must be going for that, like, the younger gullible guys is just gonna be like, oh yeah, but I'm like,
But like DJ Ralph Production says, the marketing is more for the hobbyists, not the mobile companies. He said he used a Mix Strap Pro for events and it weighs 4 pounds. That Mix Strap Pros are lightweight and the new one sounds really good. Well, Ralph also got some power hitting toys in his arsenal too.
Don't you think it's a big coincidence that this thing comes out at the same time the stimulus checks are coming out?
Yep, that was the other thing too. I'm telling you, it's an act of desperation. I'm telling you, it is.
But look though, what's more of a coincidence is that the stimulus checks are coming out around CES and NAMM time.
Mm-hmm.
They had to beat everybody to the punch. They had to beat somebody else to the punch.
So I put my whole stimulus check in the stock market. I'm gonna make it work.
Crypto coin, Bitcoin. Let me check my Bitcoin number right quick. That's what I'm gonna do. Bitcoin ain't doing so good today.
And my 11-year-old, he's been talking about Bitcoins and studying Bitcoins for the last 4 years, right?
Yeah, see, it's going down.
He's done built a mining server and all that stuff.
Yeah, it was up Sunday. It done dropped now, so it's all good though. I got my waited out.
Now, outside of this Rain 1, anything else going on in the world of DJ that you guys have been interested in, or
did y'all sign up for NAMM?
has been getting on your nerves?
I tell you what I'm worried about. If somebody comes through in one swoop and wipe out streaming, that's what's scaring me. If somebody comes through and just kills streaming altogether, because that's going to kill us altogether.
Now I was looking at the that bill that passed, and they were saying that it's something to do with streaming, where they're gonna make it a felony, and I think it's more so for the people who's doing the bootleg apps, the apps and the movies and the Fire Sticks and stuff like that.
Yeah, the guy that passed that is a guy from North Carolina named Tom Tillis, man. He's gonna be the next Trump in 5 years, man. Y'all need to watch that guy, man. That guy's he ain't a good guy.
Wow.
All that, yeah, he's the guy. His name is Tom Tillis. He's a senator from North Carolina. That guy is he's gerrymandered the whole state. He done did all kinds of shady stuff, man. He was the one who passed that bill, or at least proposed it.
That's crazy. Now my homie DJ JB says he's been excited about the Yorkville ES21s. Now that sounds like something that's power hitting. Knowing him, he'll probably have him in like a week or so. He can call me and be like, "Yo, Jay, come out of the house. Look at these."
Oh, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So I spoke to my cousin today. Right, we were talking about we still hard-headed Facebook live streaming. He mentioned that he now goes through Restream, and with Restream, it doesn't get the algorithms and cuts him off. But once he's done playing his 2-3 hours, that's when they hold the video. But if you don't care about the actual video being kept in your profile, you're just trying to get the live going for your day show, whatever you have, a show you got for 2-3 hours on one day of the week. He's saying that the Restream or using Restream instead of going through the Facebook Live or OBS doesn't cut you off. Have you heard this, or is that something that's true?
It's funny.
You mean straight? You just go straight Restream, no OBS, and just go that way.
He's using, how normally you go to Facebook Live and you get the key?
Yeah.
He's using the Restream key
to
put into OBS instead of the Facebook Live.
Right.
Okay, and then he broadcasts the stream to Facebook Live and to Mixcloud, because he went to Mixcloud for a little bit. I don't think he liked it too much.
Right.
So he came back to Facebook Live,
now,
and then he started using the Restream.
I've been using Restream for like 4 or 5 years, and whether I'm going straight to Facebook or going through Restream, I get
yeah.
They flag me with music.
A lot of blocks on Facebook, but to me, YouTube is the best. That's hands down. Is YouTube, man. That's the best one for me.
I've been testing out YouTube with some DJ sets, and it's some that they'll block, but the other they just won't monetize it. They say we claim
the money.
Yeah, we can get the money to the artist, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just my YouTube, because I restream to Twitch, Mixcloud, Periscope, and YouTube, and then at the end of the day, I see what sticks, and YouTube has been the best one that sticks, and I can go back the next day and watch, or go back and look at it and modify the text copy to increase the viewers, and then it'll tell you, which song that you played that you don't need to play anymore, and then just don't play that song no more. You can keep it moving.
They keep it moving.
Yeah.
Now, and Cal Hall says the new Pioneer mixer. When you think Pioneer going to show their new mixer, the S10? I think, but NAMM is next week, the 18th or something. It will probably be any day this week. Definitely the first day of NAMM, the S10 is going to drop. And I think that's why Rain released their joint early. And they trying to beat Pioneer to the punch on getting that,
They better.
getting that money. Now my homie DJ Mel says he think the S10 is pointless. I'm going to disagree with you, because there's a lot of people that bought that Rain 70, and for some reason people sold their 72s to get the Rain 70. And I think that it is my opinion, and we all know that opinions are like assholes. It is my opinion that Rain 10 is going to sell like hotcakes. People who didn't want to make that financial investment, the move up to the S11. They're gonna take that step to the S10, cause that joker gonna come in with Mag 4 faders. Is gonna come in with at that price point where it competes directly with the Range 70. And so I think it's gonna be a good look for real.
Yep, for sure. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen. And again, I look at this as a challenge. And so if these Rain 1 guys, they, like I said, they better step up their game, because that echo out ain't gonna be enough anymore. They're gonna have to use all the buttons. I'm with Cleon. The Akai buttons are way better, which is why I bought the NS7 too. When I found out that they put the Akai buttons on the new Mark, that was the way to go. And then the Q buttons down the side, Cleon, that eliminates a whole nother step of if you want to use your rolls or your samples and that kind of thing.
I started using them for like a month now.
Yeah,
I see your vision. Yeah, I see what you're saying about.
It frees your hand. It frees your hand up, and it's subtle when you hit the Q button it frees your hand up for your pads that's underneath the deck. And I didn't see that. I didn't see any Q buttons, extra Q buttons. So that's what I mean. You
don't have them.
No, no extra buttons, man.
Yeah.
Now, DJ Mel says, but Pioneer got those loyal customers.
Yeah.
Pioneer customers are like Trump supporters.
Yeah.
They go hard for their brand. You can't tell them nothing. Pioneer is the best thing since sliced bread. Now, we reached that hour mark already. I want to take a second and say thank you guys for hopping on. Thank you for the support. This fun stuff that we've been doing with Zoom and live streaming, going into 2021. I think we're definitely going to be, I'm going to keep the podcast going for sure, but I'm thinking about, I got some other projects in mind. I want to bring back the virtual DJ showcases and the virtual blend battles and stuff. And so I think that's something that we can collaborate on and just, have fun with this music and technology and streaming and all that good stuff. So if I can get y'all to hold the line. Oh, be quiet. You got something?
I just got something to say.
Uh-oh.
That dude right there, him, okay. Looking at him. Random thought. I'm just gonna say, is there a low budget Zion Williams in here? He look just like him. Come on.
Who?
Zion Williams.
Who's that?
You know who Zion Williams is?
I don't watch TV.
Man, he been trying to crack jokes from when we got one head, man. It ain't working, bruh.
Yes, y'all know who Zion Williams is. He played for North Carolina, I think.
North Carolina.
He actually played for Duke.
I think it's
He played for Duke, man. He played for sit your ass down, man. Put the whole joke up, man. I'll let you get away with the Tyrese joke because it was all right. But this is some bullshit. How the hell you gonna say the boy played for North Carolina? Are you crazy?
I'm like doing like this,
No, but real talk though, my son looks just like him. If I show you my son, he looks just like, I say my shit every day. I say, yo, you look like Zion, man.
But people say you look like him though. People say
you looking like Denzel and Glory right now. This is what you're looking like right now.
Okay, all right.
Oh my Lord.
Hey y'all, we on Facebook. We ain't on Facebook. We on YouTube. The world's watching.
Nah, we all good. So,
y'all something else. All right, y'all hold tight. I'm gonna end the show. I want to thank y'all for checking out another episode of the Everyday DJ Podcast. When I tell you I got some funny Funny homeboys, man. But real talk, whatever you decide to purchase, man, just make sure you do your research. Purchase what's right for your business. Only you know that. What's right for your budget. And feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Power Jam DJs on YouTube. And in the link below, I got a Facebook group all about DJ stuff. Join the Facebook group, all about DJ stuff. All right, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But hold on, I got a word.
Ooh, Mr. Melstar, a.k.a. The Most Dangerous. I'm in the building. I'm checking out my main man, the Everyday DJ Podcast with your host, DJ J Rock.
Peace.